In this video, I want to talk about 9 ways to be productive when you have like zero motivation to do a single thing. Mainly this video is going to be like little hacks that you can try to do to get yourself up and get yourself moving and doing things. So one of the first ways that I use to spark motivation when I have none of it available is to use an I can't condition. So for me, this is I can't watch TV, eat snacks, read my book until I clean the kitchen, send the email, finish the video plan. This is about like stepping back and having a little bit of a mindful moment. Deep breathe in, deep breathe out, and not letting yourself do the next mindless thing that you feel like doing until you finish what needs to be done. Boredom is really motivating, especially when you're in like an unmotivated rut kind of vibe. Your mind will be seeking entertainment, and if you're like, no, too bad, you cannot get that entertainment until you do this thing. It'll take you a second, but you'll get up and you'll do the thing. The next one is a little bit of a perspective shift, and it's one that I like to think that a lot of adults do with ease. Like, I feel like my mom has this down pat, and that's why she just always has things together and is always able to motivate herself. And it is thinking about your future happiness. So once again, it's a little bit of a perspective shift. Literally like sit there, envision you tomorrow. You've done the things that you wanted to do. Picture how much better you are going to feel because you did those things. Picture yourself at the end of the day, patting yourself on the back, feeling so freaking good because you did the things that you wanted to do, even though you didn't bloody feel like it. Like, good on you. I think that thinking about future you as opposed to thinking about present you, which is usually the state of mind that you're in, is a really good way to shift your perspective once again, but I think it should also be accompanied by something that's a little bit more actionable. So pick another tip in this video to pair it with to make it work. So when you're feeling absolutely no motivation, something that I personally like to do is be a bit of a self-coach. And I do that by yelling at myself and telling myself next actions to take that are so doable that it's embarrassing if I didn't do it. Like, I will literally talk the next action out loud. I'll be like, okay, Michelle, like, open the book, put the plate on the bench, pick up the plate. If you talk the next action step out loud to yourself or to the room, and you make it so very small that it would be crazy for you not to do it, you are far more likely to do it. You don't want to be saying like, okay, Michelle, like, write the paper. You want to be saying, okay, Michelle, get yourself up from the couch and walk over and sit at the computer chair. That's your first little baby step. We're all about the power of momentum. Like, you just need to get yourself up and moving, and then you ride on that momentum wave. And so that little baby action is gonna help you to get that momentum started, and keep on doing that until you feel like you're at a point where you can kind of motivate yourself. Fingers crossed that you get there. If not, have a nap. The next way to get yourself motivated when you're lacking on motivation is to use the 5-second rule. So Mel Robbins is the person who created the 5-second rule. So the 5-second rule, essentially all it is counting down in your head. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then getting yourself up and taking action. The way that she explains it is that if you have an impulse to act, you must physically take action within 5 seconds. Otherwise, your brain will kill the idea. It requires a lot more energy to start than to keep on going, and that's where the 5-second rule comes into play. Force yourself to take action within those 5 seconds and get started so then you can continue riding on that wave. The next one is similar to the 5-second rule because it's all about getting started, and it is around setting a timer. So set a Pomodoro, like 20 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever feels the most doable for you, even 5 minutes, even 1 minute. I set mine shockingly on my Google Home back here. I know a lot of you guys are Siri people, so you can also yell at your Siri to set a timer. As soon as you set the timer, start doing that thing for that allotted period of time, and you'll find that you'll get to a point you'll be like, okay, I kind of want to continue doing this. The next way to get yourself motivated is to watch someone else being productive. YouTube is an amazing place. If you are feeling unmotivated, you are in luck. If you want to clean, you can just search clean with me videos on YouTube. If you want to study with me videos. If you want to do life admin, I have a whole playlist of life admin videos. There are so many videos where you can just watch people doing the thing that you want to motivate yourself to do, and I promise you that watching them will be motivating because I get comments all the time on my videos that tell me like, hey, thanks for making this video. I got up and I cleaned my whole room and I finally opened a bank account, or whatever it may be. So find a video of someone else doing the thing that you want to do and use it to motivate yourself. I will have my life admin day videos listed below if you want some inspiration for life admin. The next thing that I'm going to talk about is mainly applicable if what you're dealing with is more procrastination. So if you're struggling with procrastination, use a similar technique to the I can't condition, but switch it up a little bit. So instead of I can't can't watch Netflix until I finish the paper. Turn that into, well, if I won't finish the paper, if I won't get up and do that thing, then too bad, like I'm gonna have to do a 7-minute workout. So when you do this, your procrastinator mind is going to be happy because you basically just gave it permission not to do the thing. But you still have to work out for 7 minutes. If you've done the 7-minute workout before, like it's a good workout considering it's like 7 minutes, like it gets your heart pumping. And it's also one of the best ways to give yourself like a rush of energy and motivation because working out is just always going to do that. So once you've actually done your 7-minute workout, and you can ease your way into it, like start just very sluggishly, you're probably in an unmotivated zone so you don't really feel like working out. Start in your PJs and start like stripping off as you go. I've done that before. Do whatever you can to make sure that you actually start the workout. Don't give yourself like a bunch of tasks that you need to do to get ready for the workout because otherwise it's just not going to happen. And by the end of it, you're going to feel far more energy than you did before. And fingers crossed, then you can take that energy, ride that energy, and start using it to do the thing that you actually need to be doing. The next way to get yourself motivated to do the thing is to turn off your phone or unplug your TV or unplug whatever electronics it is that constantly are distracting you. Having your phone switched off and nearby is like the #1 way to keep you distracted and to keep you from doing the thing that you need to be doing. Once again, this is all about boredom, so like boring yourself into doing the thing that you need to do. If you don't have access to your phone, usually it's like the #1 thing that is keeping you entertained. But if you don't have it available to you, you'll get to a point where you'll be like, okay, fine, like I'll just do the thing, I guess. I have nothing else to do. Next up is replacing can't with won't. So I heard this from Marie Forleo on her podcast with Amy Porterfield, and it's really stuck with me. So when you're sitting there and you're thinking like, ugh, like I can't write this post because I'm just not motivated enough, or I can't upload this Instagram, or I can't work on my music because I'm not motivated to do it, just try replacing can't with won't. Because the reality is, and it sounds really harsh, but like you are absolutely capable of getting yourself motivated. 110%, I have nothing but faith in you. And most of the time it is a matter of I won't write because I don't feel motivated, not an I can't write because I don't feel motivated. I won'ts are fine, so long as you acknowledge that they exist and you're not hiding behind an I can't. Because most of the time you can. You might find that today is an I won't day, and that happens and that's all right. Everybody needs days when they rebel against their to-do list, like 1010%. If you liked this video, you might like my video on 6 things that you need to do if you're feeling overwhelmed. So if you're finding you're unmotivated because you're like procrastinating because you have so much to do, I feel like that will be a good video to kick you off and give you a real like step-by-step plan through what actions you need to take to remove the overwhelm. I'm gonna have that linked on the screen and down below. I appreciate you literally an unbelievable amount, and I will see you very soon.